welcome back to the Spike Podcast and NFC North Podcast. As always, my name is Leck, representing the Green Bay Packers. I'm joined by Mr. Lavon Lane, representing the Chicago Bears. We just had our first meeting this season at Lambeau Field. The Packers absolutely snuffed out the Chicago Bears 28-21. There's so much to say about this game, Lavon. Obviously, we knew, like we talked about pre-show, there was going to be one of those games where there's so many variables at play. We knew it was going to be competitive. What we wanted to see was at least a competitive game. Dude, I think when we both talked and picked scores previously, we both picked a 3-point game. So obviously it was a little bit bigger deficit than that. But holy shit, that was way too stressful. You guys have definitely made a bunch of massive improvements with, Ben Johnson and his new coaching administration. Obviously, you guys have untapped some potential from Caleb Williams. You guys completely gassed our defense out, had them on the field for the third quarter. Damn near the whole third quarter. I was worried. Obviously, the Packers came back and were victorious. And you know what? It's Toyota-thon. Shout out to my boy Juki, number 10, Jordan Love, Pookie. And Packers came out on top. Now, I have a bunch of shit I could say. But, Mr. Lane, what's your takeaways, man? How are you feeling? I know you're not having nearly as good of an evening as I have. But how are you feeling, man?
No, I'm not having a great evening right now. But all I can say, my team competed. And the first thing I saw was the potential where y'all got a great defense, but I saw the potential where y'all look gas.
Bro, fucked up.
Man, we had some drives that took a whole quarter almost. And it was like, okay, now we just got to play good defense. Now, granted, I told our counterpart, Kareem, who's the Eagles representative, I told him, at the beginning of the game, I said, man, let me tell you, our history with Aaron Rodgers and with Jordan Love, they love throwing a deep ball that is always one-on-one, and we always lose.
Yeah.
The same thing happened today. I'm like, why are we in this one safety shell? We need two safeties. We need, oh, my goodness.
Yeah. There's so many things, yeah. Go ahead. Finish.
It's so much to unpack in this quick time. But like I said, it was a great game. Y'all jumped out on top of us real quickly. And one thing I just question, about my Bears, it's like, why do we always receive the ball at the beginning of the game? I don't understand. It's like half the season we receive, and then before halftime, we give up points, and then y'all get the ball back and get points. So we got to work harder to get back.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, you guys were formidable in that today. Like, I mean, I think after halftime, we walked out, 14-3 at the half? Is that what it was at the half?
Yes.
Yeah, and so we came back, and we never went up 21. Y'all got that tutty. We went 3 and out on that opening drive. You guys came back and scored it up. But the thing I thought was impressive was, if we're looking purely objectively about, the scheme. Oh, my phone's ringing. I was like, who the fuck is that? If we're looking purely objectively in the scheme about, what's to come of, this rivalry moving forward, there's a lot of moving parts coming forward. There are a lot of moving parts coming forward. And I think that Jordan Love's ability, especially after he threw that opening pick, man, it was questionable, to say the least. It was questionable, And it's one of those things, too, where I wasn't sure if he's going to bounce back. Jordan Love obviously kicked in. He threw a fucking straight dot to Watson, came back on the next drive, threw a straight dot to Bo Melton. Honestly, similar routes, almost interchangeable routes. There was just so much going on. Now, like you said, you guys kept our defense on the field, bro. Like, that was interesting to see. Keyshawn Mixon, he made that, obviously, the game-winning interception. Do I hear somebody?
Oh, this is my bad.
Okay, I was like, what is that? You're good. He obviously made that game-winning interception. But I think that more importantly to remember is he kind of got you guys back in the game with that unsportsmanlike conduct call, like the whole fight scramble thing. Yeah. And I don't even know what the fuck how we took that penalty, because it was definitely initiated by you guys.
It was.
Yeah, and I get that. But honestly, it's one of those things where there should have been, in my opinion, if it was, arguably up to like that, objective of a look, both teams should have got a penalty. You know what I mean? Like, that should not be you know what I mean?
But the second person who
it's always the one who gets got. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It's always the second person.
Yeah.
And I think
and my thing is, Emory, surprised. I'm shocked how undisciplined y'all was
Bro,
today.
it was terrible.
I'm like, what is going on?
Bro, and that's the thing
never
is we pick
seen
and
it.
choose. We literally pick and choose. Like when we're on point and when we're not. Like even that, there was a couple, there was a false start, I think, in there. There was a bunch, but honestly, it was emotions that really got in the way of this game. You know what I mean? Obviously, super cool. Not super cool. It's super tense in there, especially with this rivalry I think they said the weather was 12 degrees and it felt like 7 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So there's definitely the pressure of the elements that are batting down on this team. But it's one of those things where you really just got to look at shit and say, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like this rivalry is now about to ascend to a higher echelon than we've seen.
Yes.
And it's gonna. I'm starting to see. Obviously, dude. Props to you guys because, dude, Ben Johnson is legitimately weaponizing you guys. It's like he's starting to put the pieces together. One thing I don't understand from a defensive perspective is how many fucking times are we gonna let Caleb Williams scramble to the right side of the field? Like the whole game. Like, and then that dot he threw to Komet, like, bro, that shit was nuts, man. It was absolutely insane.
You're right. It's absolutely insane. And that's one of the things I think Tom Brady, they put up the percentage of him escaping. It's like they call it the escape artist.
Yeah.
You remember seeing that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. He leads the league in escaping from the pocket, and whether he's accurate or not, it's hard to sack him. And y'all saw that.
Yeah.
How many sacks
so hard.
To get?
None. Like, dude,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. But, like, bro, this man, it's almost like your plays were intentionally designed for the pocket to collapse and then the play starts. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how? Especially with the pressure, especially on that right sideline. Because, again, you abused us right over the middle and on the right sideline the whole game. That was definitely weakness in coverage. And, with you guys' game plan, with running being the basis of everything, the too high shit didn't really play as much of a factor as I thought it was because Caleb didn't really take many deep shots, if I remember him taking any, But it's one of those things where it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But honestly, the fact that we play in 2 weeks again is crazy.
That's crazy. In Chicago this time.
Oh, my
and
God.
That's what I'm excited about. And just imagine if we played great against y'all in y'all home field, and it came to the last drive, the last minute of the game. I don't understand why Caleb, it's 3rd and 1.
Run the ball.
Run that.
Yeah. Like, why didn't he do that? Well, honestly, I think he went out of balance on 2nd and 1, and then it brought up 3rd and 1, and that's what set up that drive. Yeah, like, why not go for the points? Like, go for the yardage, Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Go for the yardage, call timeout, or you give yourself another chance to develop or drop a play because you're closer to the end zone. It was like around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they were damn near knocking on the red zone, so yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so we did the same play what beat Philly. We did that same exact play. He didn't throw it in the back of the end zone. He threw it too short. And so that's why I was like, get Caleb, run, get that 1 yard, get the first. I don't care if we got 15 seconds left. Get that first down, call timeout, draw the play, just score a touchdown. We live to see another down. But once he threw that interception, that was it.
Yeah, it was game over too.
Yeah.
And when we're talking objectively about that too, I'm definitely seeing some evolution. And obviously, there was one play you guys did. I think it was in the 3rd quarter. It was like a fake handoff, then a fake reverse, and then a shuffle toss, bro. That was crazy. Like, that was crazy.
The underhand.
Yeah, but the thing was, it's like it manipulated the line's coverages to where the hole was opened up by the pressure. And then he went back towards it. I was like, oh no. That's that Ben Johnson shit. I'm like, oh no, But like, you guys have so much promise, dude. Like, legitimately, I can say I was scared damn near the whole game. You saw it in the group chat. I was scared. I was like, please fuck no. Like, no. Obviously, one man has to win. But dude, oldest rivalry in the NFL. Is that not one of the most exciting Packers-Bears game you've seen in a long time, bro?
Man, it's most exciting, brother. It's the 211th meeting of Bears Packers. Yes, y'all leading our meetings right now. Yeah, I know you excited.
I like that word. I like that word.
Even Jordan Love, he's leading the the Caleb and Jordan Love matchup. He's leading 4-1 now. But hey, we got 13 more days. We'll be back in Chicago, and we're gonna see how this play out. And, if we can split, oh man. I let me take one thing before. How about that? Our running back, my non-guy boy.
Bro,
that
he's
boy,
gonna be a problem, man. He reminds me a lot of Josh Jacobs, actually. Like,
yes,
he really does.
Yes. Yep. He's a rookie Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
And he run with shoulder. I think I seen helmet parts flying.
Bro,
he was running
that hit on Edgerrin, but can't lie. Edgerrin Cooper stuck his ass in the middle, though. Like, that hit was like a seismic boom, and you see chunks of his helmet flying off. I'm like, is this what this is now? Like, we're actually making tackles, But, dude, I think one of the craziest things about you guys is your defense. No disrespect, we fucked y'all up on defense. Like, Jordan Love was able to cut it up, especially on the deep ball. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And dude, as much as he did throw that terrible fucking interception, like that made no sense whatsoever. I don't know.
Makes sense to us.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I mean, obviously it did. Y'all did it later in the game, so what difference does it make? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things too where I'm like, I'm starting to see. We're working out the kinks. Obviously we're both two revolving machines and stuff like that. And I think that an important thing to consider about this rivalry is that we don't play the same kinds of football. Like, we're a super deep threat pass, articulate, heavy run game. You guys are a squirrely play action. You know what I mean? And I saw a lot of that for both teams this year, this game in particular, dude. But one thing I don't understand is Jordan Love does not like to throw the ball away. I've noticed that. Like, dude, get rid of it. And, there was a couple times where if he's like close to the line, he'll run out but whenever he drops back for 10, 15 yards, like, bro, you gotta have that plan in mind. You know what I mean? My question about this, Vaughn, how'd you feel about Caleb Williams in this game?
That's a great question. I think initially starting off the game, he didn't look comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look comfortable. We had 3 punts. Our first 3 drives. It was 3 plays, punt. 3 plays, punt. 5 plays, punt. So it was. He didn't look comfortable. The offense didn't look like they was really ready to just stick it to the board. Like, initially stick it to them first. Of course, yes. Y'all defense, give you props to your defense. Y'all defense was fast.
We're fast as shit, dude.
Yeah, sideline.
Yeah.
But you realize as the game kept going, we went straight
up the middle. And that's the thing, bro. And even the passes you guys got over the middle, wide fucking open. Like, it's just another thing. But
And I was like, why take a whole half to figure this out? First quarter, you like, okay, I see what y'all doing. Second quarter, hey, let's go directly at him. Micah Parsons, we had him on the sideline. He was bad. He was gassed. He was like, He just didn't know direction. Man, let me tell you, we had a play where we pulled our tight end to block him.
I saw that.
We pulled Tooney to block him, and we made sure we had 2 people on him, regardless if it's a tight end. But go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and that's another reason why I do like having him on this defensive line is because he draws attention. And the people who bitch you guys in the ass tonight were not Micah Parsons. It was everybody else being opened up by that. Especially that one fucking sack. Like, that one sack was pretty rough. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think that's just an all matter of how you look at the pieces you have on the chessboard. Testament to Jeff Hafley. Please don't, Green Bay Packers organization, do not let him go anywhere. Please don't. Pay him all the money. Keep him. Because this is the most promising Packers defense I've probably seen in my lifetime, to be honest with you. Like, it's actually probably the best.
If y'all go somewhere long in playoffs and stuff like that, he gone.
I know.
He gone.
I know.
He gone.
I know.
And on the other hand, with my defense support, I get you. I get it.
Please don't go anywhere.
I get it, but he's a hot commodity. His defense playing lights out, and I got to give him his props. One thing you got to understand too, also, is on the other hand, Dennis Allen, our defense coordinator. My God, you remember how you was like last year, Jeff Hafley?
Yeah.
Jeff Hafley. You remember you was like that?
Yeah, I remember.
I was like that with. It was easy. It was easy when we played 2 safeties. It was like a cloud defense, a shell.
The shell,
defense, right?
I saw that,
The shell, right? Jordan Love did not do good with that. And I asked our counterpart Kareem, who Philadelphia Eagles. I said, "Don't y'all play the same 2 shell?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Who won against Green Bay in Philly.
Oh, that's what we're doing
He said,
now?
we won.
That's what we're doing now?
I'm trying to get you. Yeah. I'm trying to get you to understand the type of defense which I was successful on that we messed up on.
Yeah.
When we had the one free safety, y'all scored every time.
Every single fucking time.
Every
time.
But when we had the two free safeties, y'all was 3 and out, or it was y'all punting.
Yeah.
Or it was something positive.
Yeah.
I'm like,
on your side.
Does Allen see this?
Yeah, and see,
you see what I'm saying?
That's the thing, though. It's like, honestly, I think that one of the things that Matt LaFleur needs to adapt to, and this is just my purely objection, I'm not a fucking football coach, so I don't know, but I would love to see him up his spot, the misdirection as far as the play formation. You know what I'm saying? Like, on those plays where we see that show, you hear Jordan Love, he's saying can, which is like the audible, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when Jacobs would have his most breakout run. He'd push out to the right. You know what I'm saying? There was one play where Jacobs took 4 of y'all niggas and put them on their ass. You remember that shit? I'll send you the photo after this, bro. Like, that photo is Jacob just running and all 4 of y'all dudes on the ground on top of each other, like, looking like, huh? You know, and that's cool to see because, you know, this Packers team is, especially under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers, we were definitely a very pass-heavy, you know, thing, but dude, this was just a fun game to watch, man. Like,
oh, absolutely.
It was fucking. Absolutely. I couldn't even really start talking shit because it was like even when we got up, was that like up 14-3? I'm like, nah, this ain't enough. Like, it's not enough. You know what I mean?
Nah,
dude, you guys played a hell of a fucking game, man. You really did. You know, but. All I gotta say is the best man won, bro. That's all I gotta say. The best man won.
Absolutely.
Week, you know?
Hey, much respect. Best man won this week. Y'all number 1 seed. Y'all number 1 in the North. We're actually not the number 1 seed.
We're number 2 because the Rams won the day. Seed. Yeah, the Rams won the day.
Yeah, that's right. The Rams won. Yeah, number 2. Which y'all number 1 in the North.
In the North, yeah.
And so that's that. Hey, much kudos to you all, man, with that. And so we get another chance, another down. Now, hey, we got to move on to Cleveland Browns, and they are juggernaut on defense.
Oh, man. Fuck yeah! You got Myles Garrett coming up on the front there. What are your biggest concerns moving into that matchup, especially to takeaways from what you saw against this Green Bay defense?
So right now, I'm. So they talking about against Cleveland Browns.
Against Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, so right now I looked at their game. I was telling you I was looking at their game.
Yeah, you did.
Their defense is stoic, man. Them defenses are they are monsters. They are monsters, man. And then Shador is getting acclimated to the offensive scheme and learning how to read defense. And he was throwing dots, man.
Yeah, he was. Dude, what the fuck happened at the end of that game? Why did they take Shador out of it? They did like some crazy ass fucking wildcat or some shit. Is that what happened? Yeah, in the Browns game today, they lost. In the Brown games today, they lost because they did a wildcat pass. And I'm like, why would you not give Shador the fucking ball? You know, like that's a whole nother conversation. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I'll let you finish.
No. So what they try to do with 2-point conversion, they try to run a wildcat offense. Run a reverse. The man looked like he forgot to hand the ball off, and then when the receiver went past him. He was like, hey, you know, then he like, oh, I'm supposed to give it to you. Then he threw the pass across the field, which you're never supposed to do that, and it was incomplete, and that was ball game. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But man, it was a very competitive game. That was. But anyway, back to the number 1 matchup in the league. Man, like I say, y'all played amazing. Amazing game. The good thing I wanted to see how we match up against you all since you know nobody, just real talk, nobody really believe in the Bears.
Nah.
And just you see what I'm saying? And just the fact that we
you're there.
We led in first downs.
Yeah.
We led in first downs. Y'all led in passing, but not that much.
Honestly, I think we have more explosive pass plays. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like we're a chunk offense. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Finish,
Yeah. So y'all led in we led in rushing. Y'all led in passing. And so the penalties that actually honestly kept us in the game.
It really did.
Y'all penalties.
It really fucking did, dude.
Yep. And then we led in time of possession.
Dude, that third quarter was abysmal. Like,
man,
fuck, bro.
It was like y'all defense was
gassed, bro. Like I've never visually seen niggas on the sideline like
Yep.
Which is a testament though, because dude, you and Manungai running that ball up the middle, dude, that's the number one way to wear down our line, especially when it feels like 7 degrees outside and it's a snow cold thing, you know what I mean? And I know that like a lot of the hits that these players took today, they're gonna feel it tomorrow. And they're gonna feel it the next day, dude. Especially Andrew Cooper with the helmet exploding, you know what I mean? But
yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy, dude. But honestly, though, Lavon, man, I couldn't have asked for a better matchup. I think we both, like I said, wanted a good game. And it's one of those things that I'm just glad we came out on top. Because had we not, I would have been fucking, up Shit's Creek. You know what I mean? But to be fair, you guys have made momentous strides, and I do think that Ben Johnson is definitely going to stay in Chicago for a long time. I can't even hate. You know what I mean? I still would love to see who you guys can be with a different quarterback other than Caleb Williams, but unfortunately, that would cause you guys' entire game plan to change right now. Because if you guys can get the mojo down to figure out how to allow him to use his legs to, complement the running game and the passing game, then you guys are definitely going to be a very hard team to scheme for from a defensive perspective. Last thoughts, Lavon? You got anything else you want to say?
No, man. Like I said, it was a great game. Man, it's just, I had to say the better team won. The better team won this game. Honestly. So now we got to continue to fight. We got Cleveland Browns next. We definitely have to beat them, although they're not a division team. It's a team that help us with our record. If we beat them, we could be 10-4. So. Definitely help us put some wins on, because we, like Ben Johnson said, we trying to get in this tournament.
Yeah.
Tournament. So much love for you all. Did you? One thing I'm gonna say, this last thing. Did you see the handshake at the end of the game?
No, I didn't actually.
Man,
I was running around my apartment, bro. I was literally like screaming. I bet you were. Yeah, I was running around, dude. Well, what happened? Man, tell me about it.
So our coaches come meet at the middle of the game, and this is. Let me tell you, this is pivotal right here. Let me tell you why it's pivotal. Because what LaFleur did, he really didn't want to shake Ben Johnson's hand. But he did. He ran, he walked to him, kind of walked fast to him. He was like, it was like a nonchalant handshake. It was like a bam and go. It wasn't no, great job, your team did well. Nothing like that. It was like it was a barely touch and he left. Now, that take me back. I like to do Did You Know? I like to do
Let's
Did
go.
You Know?
Bring it on. Teach me, doctor.
All right. So, Did you know? All right. Well, everybody know we are the oldest rival.
Yeah, for sure.
In the league. So our first game meeting against one another, Green Bay and the Chicago Bears, was back in 1921.
Yeah,
1921.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So it was George Hallis against Curly Lambeau.
Yeah. OGs.
Yeah. 2 OGs back then. All right. So, originally back then they had from 1921 to 1949, right? They met around 20 something times. The Bears, they met 49 times.
Yeah.
The Bears won majority of the games back then in 20s, 30s, and 40s. However, Curly Lambeau did not want to shake George Hallis' hand. He said, "I'm not shaking that man's hands. Like, I'm gone."
I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch this.
He never shook George Hallis' hand.
That's crazy.
In their matchup. And I saw a little hint of that with LaFleur. Let's just make the rivalry so amazing. I saw a little hint of that with LaFleur and Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was like, "Let me shake your hand." He was like, you know how you like, whatever. And he sprinted off.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
Honestly, to be real with you, I don't think
Chicago.
I don't think. Nah, fuck that. I just don't think they like each other, bro. I really don't. Like, I think when Ben Johnson said that thing in his opening presser, I knew for a shadow of fact Matt LaFleur probably felt the most vulnerable he's ever felt in a long time. Because to be real with you, Ben Johnson can think on his level. Like, they're both, you know what I mean? Like, they're both there. And that's somebody he didn't account for. You know what I mean? And, dude, like, to see the leaps and bounds. Last year our offense was a lot worse, a lot less productive. You guys stayed in the game, grounded it out. Your offense was worse, but you somehow managed a way to split with your And I think that today, you guys probably caught him a little bit off guard. You know what I mean? Like, this Green Bay Packers team we're still finding our identity too, believe it or not. You know what I mean? And I think that he's, like, personally, and I could just be spitballing here, I don't know what the fuck's going on inside his head, but, dude, I think that he's really he's soul-searching. Because, like I said, his contract's still not renewed for next year. You know what I'm saying? So, that's definitely something. Really? Yeah, dude, they still haven't renewed him or Goody. Like, yeah.
That's crazy because he won, like, what, 70, 80% of y'all games?
Yeah.
And not, what are you waiting for? I mean, what are they waiting for?
We just got a new president. That's the thing. Ed Policy is his first year. So, he's evaluating things. You know, he's doing the thing that Carly from the Colts is doing. He's looking down and trying to figure out what's going on, you know, on the insides. So, I probably think he'll be rehired. I do. I don't see a reason to just let him go. You know, par an embarrassing playoff loss to the Bears, you know, if that were to happen. Like, then get rid of that. No, I'm just kidding. Like, but, you know, it's one of those things, man. It's any given Sunday, bro. You got anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
No, that's it, man. Hey, man, great game, man. Kudos to y'all. Y'all number one in the North. Hey, keep it rolling, bro.
Hey, we're going to keep it rolling, dude. And I'm going to end up with this. Obviously, so proud of my Packers team for overcoming this. I thought there were so many minutes in this game where the game could have easily slipped away and we could have, you know, fallen out of it. But we did. But somehow, last night, I was playing video games with a bunch of my friends from Texas. I got fucking hammered, and for some reason, I decided to write a note. And when I woke up this morning, on top of my PS5 was this note that just says, "The Bears suck ass. Go Pack Go. Packers by 50." You know what I mean? So even in my drunken stupor, the Bears still fucking suck. My name is Lex Callahan, ripping the Green Bay Packers. Thank you so much to Lavon Lane for popping on post game for this quick show. We love you guys, and we will see you next week. Have a good night.